My name is Justin Locklear. Well, wasn't raised in the church. Probably attended church a few times in my life growing up. I always believed in God, but I didn't have much need for God in my life. My attitude was, He does His thing, I'll do mine, I'll love Him, but I don't really have much need for God. In high school, I started smoking marijuana a little bit, drinking some weekends at parties, not getting into too much trouble. Not until after I got out of high school, I started drinking really heavily. Blackouts were the norm. Started leading to more trouble to where I got my first DWI at age 21. And I started using cocaine a lot too. The troubles really started to escalate, and I started to see my life go down a path I didn't like, so I decided to join the Navy. I joined the Navy, and things went really well at first. And as time progressed, I got more and more freedoms, started to go out more on liberties after work, started drinking, started getting a lot of trouble. I'd go out drinking and get into fights a lot. I was arrested several times for disorderly conduct, assault charges. I got in a lot of trouble with my command, captain's masts, reduction in ranks, restrictions. Not much longer after that, I was discharged from the Navy. After the Navy, my drinking got even worse. I got back into cocaine again. I got my second DWI probably about 6 months after the Navy, and another assault charge. So then I went to treatment again, went to rehab, completed it fine, got out, went back to the same thing. For the next 5 years or so, my life was a living hell. When I was sober, the only thing I could think about was when I was going to get my next drink or my next fix. Whenever I was drinking, it was never enough. All I could do was just drink more and more and more. And it never seemed to fill me. I tried everything to get sober. And after years of struggling with my alcoholism and my addiction, I broke down one day and finally decided to take my life. That sent me off to rehab once again. Afterwards, I went up to Minnesota for a while to just to get away from everything, just to get away from all the people, places, and things I knew back home. And things went well up there. Things went well. I was sober for about 5 or 6 months or so, and then it happened again. I relapsed, went out drinking, and drank to a blackout as I always do. And this time it was a little different. I woke up in jail. I was actually scared this time. I was really frightened because I know I had tried really, really hard. I had done everything that I could have to stay sober, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. There in my jail cell, I just broke down to God. I said, God, whatever you want me to do, I'll put my life in your hands. I've tried everything on my own, and it didn't work. So I'm going to keep trying, but I'm going to put your will ahead of mine. That was April 26, 2007. So I've been sober, clean and sober ever since. Since that day, every single night before I go to bed, I thank God for keeping me sober for that day. I am positive that is one of the things keeping me sober, because if I forget what I have, lose my gratitude, then I think I will lose everything else that I have. I don't have to wake up thinking about where am I going to get the money to get more cocaine, where am I going to go drinking, when am I going to drink, sit there with that itch. It's a beautiful life without having to worry about those things. Before people ask me, hey, do you want to go play ball? I've been like, well, is there going to be beer there? No, well then no, I'm not going. Go fishing? No, that sounds boring. I'd rather go get messed up. I'd rather, go get high. Today my life is great. I knew it was something that I needed to do, and it's something I have kept putting off for a while, for about the 3 years that I've been attending here. I've seen other people go and get baptized, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, I need to do that. And I finally, with some encouragement, I've finally decided to take that step today. A big reason I'm getting baptized today is because of my girlfriend, Krista Fulgham. We met here in January of 2011 on a Wednesday night, putting up tables for Wednesday Night Alive. And she volunteered me to help out with children's ministry and recreation. So I did, and a few weeks later we started dating. She's got me a lot more involved in the church than I was before, through children's ministry, through VBS. I've never had anybody challenge me or encourage me as much spiritually and in all other areas of my life. So I thank you for that. I love you, Krista. I want to thank my mom and my dad for supporting me through all my hard times. They went through a lot with what I was going through. I put them through so much, but yet they always stood behind me and supported me. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Today I am here to profess my faith in Jesus through baptism.